Hi Aquarius, it's Rose with Psychic Readings with Rose, here to bring you your May 2023 end of month Psychic Tarot card update for your sign. So my beautiful Aquarians, we had a new moon on the 19th of this month, and it was in the sign of Taurus, and it was in your 4th house, which speaks of your home, your household, your family of origin, and who you live with. Okay, so even if you don't live with your family, maybe you live with friends or you live by yourself, it's still going to affect you in that time. And whenever you watch this video will be the right time to receive these messages from myself and the divine. I know that this video is late, but like I said, time is always fluid and divine timing. So whenever you receive the messages will be the right time for you to receive it. Plus the energy from the new moon in Taurus will be active for the next 2 weeks going out until the full moon in September. Maybe a little bit after that too, because we have so much going on astrologically, right? So Aquarius, in the recent past regarding your energy is we have the 4 swords in the upright position. So my Aquarius, a lot of you went on a vacation, maybe a short distance vacation, or maybe not too far away, maybe like a staycation for a couple days, maybe by yourself or with your family or with a significant other. I have a feeling a lot of you went away with your family, and it was a much needed family vacation. Maybe you don't get to spend a lot of time with your family, maybe because you're always busy working. So this was kind of like to connect back to your family of origin, your point of origin, where you come from originally, where your family comes from originally. Maybe some of you went to the old neighborhood of where your parents grew up or where you grew up, or your significant other grew up, maybe where you had your child. So something like that is coming up in this reading for the end of this month for you with that. And it looks like it was a very meditative time for you. And what I mean by that, I don't mean that you actually went and meditated. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. It's just that I feel like maybe some of you had like a type of like experience, almost like a lucid dream or like a prophetic dream in a meditative state. Maybe you were just tired and you were dozing off and you were resting, and all of a sudden you floated off into a meditative state. And either some of you maybe took a little cat nap, or I apply for differently for all of you because this is a general reading, right? So for many of you, you took a cat nap, much needed cat nap, maybe even 20 minutes, and you had some type of lucid dream or some type of revelation in that meditative state. And it's brought you into becoming more aware of who you are and what you want to bring to the table moving forward. Maybe you're thinking about getting into more types of meditation, or even where you went. Maybe you stayed in an Airbnb, or maybe you stayed somewhere cool that's just a little bit, further away from where you live, and you kind of like were able to get back to center. Some of you who cohabitate with others, maybe you have roommates or something, this was a great time for you to get away and just from that energy of a lot of people in the home all the time or whatever. And if you live by yourself, it's nice to get away as well. Maybe you took your pet or your child or significant other if you don't live with your significant other. Okay, but I do feel for many of you where no matter if you went with family members or not, this was something that you needed to do for yourself, because this is a very Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here, air sign energy. So really put you into your element, and that's great, Aquarius. We all need to unplug and just kind of like go with the flow and let the powers that be come into our energy field. It doesn't always have to be scary. It doesn't always have to be unsafe, Aquarius, but you already know that because many of my Aquarius are very in touch with how the universe works and energy. And I always like to talk about that in my readings because it's so important, because energy is absolutely everything, and we know that. But it was a much needed rest, a much needed break. And yeah, I really like this for you, Aquarius. You're really in your element now. This is really what you needed, some R&R. And I feel like you know, with the current position being the Two of Swords in the upright position, is another Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. You see this person has two swords and the person is blindfolded, right? So that's like two different scenarios and two different situations, Aquarius. And, you know, you're very intellectual, Aquarius. I have Aquarius in my moon. Many of you are astrologers, tarot card readers, tea leaf readers. You know, you work with Reiki, you work with energy, meditation, yoga, all of that good stuff. All the good metaphysical stuff my Aquarians are into, even philosophy. But with this being in your 4th house, I feel like there's something that you're keeping to yourself right now. For many of you, this could have been like a meditative state that you were in, where you were able to kind of realize that you're capable of getting answers about people and circumstances and situations and what people say in your dreams, like reinterpreting them in your dreams and finding a different answer or a different solution. With the Two of Swords, you know, this person is staying silent, this person is blindfolded. It can be metaphorically speaking that the person is blindfolded, maybe the person is going into this blind, not necessarily blind, okay? So, and kind of like feeling out the energy or feeling out the situation instead of listening to the chatter, right? And choosing to go within right now. I love this energy here, this just flowing of beautiful Aquarian knowledge. So I feel like many of you were enlightened. And I feel like it wasn't by a certain person. I feel like it was like a being, you know, like a guardian. You were enlightened by a guardian. And this guardian is watching over your mind, body, spirit, your soul, your home, where you live, right? Maybe some of you got a visitation from an ancestor that you didn't know or know of or know about. And now you're wanting to find out more about where your family's from and what they used to do or where they were. Maybe it's just an ascended master that you've come across and you realize you have a connection with. So that's really beautiful, honestly. And keeping things to yourself is not always a bad thing. As for some of you who are maybe there's a situation with another air sign, an Aquarius also, a Libra or a Gemini. Maybe this is some of your placements. You have a stellium in Libra or a stellium in Gemini, or Aquarius rising, Aquarius moon, anything like that, where you're really honing in on your gifts and you're keeping things to yourself, being like, you know, silence is golden right now. And I'm going to take this opportunity to explore more about my family, about where I live, about where I used to live, about where my family's from, where my friends are from. Maybe you're studying your culture. And it's really just like taking it in and resting with that energy. You know, instead of being stressed all the time, it's nice to know that sometimes we can find solace in just a simple little meditation or a simple little getaway. It can change everything. I mean, it really can change the way we move and navigate the rest of our lives just from that one visitation or meditation. So you're going to have to let me know how this resonates with you. And the only way to do that for you is to go to my About section and get in touch with me, and we can set up a reading for you so we can dive deep into this beautiful meditative state that you have been enlightened and you want to share it with the world. And I would love to see what you have to say, Aquarius, because I mean, this is really like, oh my gosh, the future card here and is the Magician in the upright position. So definitely, I mean, this speak about magic and manifestations and, you know, meditation and beyond the veil and bringing things into fruition. I mean, Aquarius, with the Magician here in the upright position, you really are going to be manifesting at a faster pace than normal, just through this meditation, just through this situation, this scenario, this trip that you had of enlightenment. Now, maybe you didn't even leave your home. Maybe you took some vacation days off of work and you took some time for yourself, and it was very transformative. You know, it doesn't really matter if you go anywhere or not. Sometimes, you know, we travel, you know, energetically in our dreams and everything. So with the Magician card here, you are capable and will soon be reaping the rewards of whatever manifestations you conjured up. Is beautiful. It's a really beautiful protected energy that you're going into. And like I said, this is life changing, Aquarius. There's no going back after this. You're not looking at life the same ever again. And a few other signs got some groundbreaking readings this month, which are transformative. And this is end of month. I know it's a little late, but like I said, there's a lot of energy going on, a lot of astrological things going on, and I've definitely been feeling it, but I've also been loving it. I've been seeing the beauty in everything and looking at life differently, and really relishing in the beauty of focusing on the positive and believing in your own magic. That's more important than anything, you know, besides your health, of course. Believing your own magic, because when you believe in your own magic, that's a very healthy state of mind, state of being. You know, there's no narcissism here. There's no ego here. This is just pure, pure energy, pure, beautiful energy. Your manifestations are for your greatest and highest good of yourself. The Magician in the upright position, you really are manifesting from a very high vibration, and you'll see as we go into the month of June. You got to let me know how this resonates with you in the comments, or please share with another Aquarius or a Libra or a Gemini, but you know, of course Aquarius, because this is Aquarius reading, and you know, share with them and let them know that everything they've been manifesting, what I was about to say, was maybe on this new moon in Taurus that we're just coming out of. You received a blessing, you know, or a download that you're keeping to yourself when you were on this trip, or this meditative state that you were in, or maybe just a regular sleep, you know, where you had a very vivid dream. It could have been a visitation. Whatever information you received, it was all good. It was the truth. And it was something that you needed to hear, and you're keeping it to yourself because you're very smart, Aquarius, and you want to cherish the experience that you had. And, you know, you're changing your life with it. You're going forward with a much more expressive energy in what you do behind closed doors, but I think you're going to bring it out into the masses soon. So this is very, like, you know, starting at the home, you know, in the home or around the home or based around the home. Maybe you come from magical people, maybe you come from shamans or high priestesses that were in your family line or heritage, or just maybe just around your environment, you know, someone you share a dwelling with, somebody who's close to home. And I think that's what I'm going to name this reading, is close to home, because that's the best place to be, you know, Aquarius. And you're realizing that you can really have whatever it is that you want, as long as you manifest from the energy of love. And I see that you're doing that, Aquarius, okay? Many people think that you are, especially Aquarius sun and rising, sometimes you can say things very matter-of-factly, but they mean very, very beautiful things to you, but the way you say it is just very monotone, matter-of-factly. But I feel like now you're going to be more expressive moving forward. Maybe you're going to realize that you have like other placements, like in your Venus, you have like Pisces in your Venus, or Pisces moon, or Cancer moon, or Scorpio rising, which is very powerful. I feel for a lot of you, this is Scorpio rising. And the Magician is only of the highest frequency. He only manifests on the highest frequency. He does spell work. He does ceremonial magic. He does rituals, and it's all of the highest good for everyone's greatest and highest good. So the Magician will probably manifest for himself and his loved ones, or herself and her loved ones, okay, gender being fluid here. But she's also manifesting for the world. And that's really when you reap the benefits, when you really care about your surroundings and your home and your family, your environment. Now, if you're solo and you don't have a big family, if you don't have family at all, it's okay. You are enough, Aquarius, you know that. And you can make family with anyone you know, especially with the fourth house. Wherever you live and wherever your family is from seems safe. And that's very important, and that's a blessing. Beautiful Magician manifesting good things for Mother Earth and all of her nations, right? So I'd love to see this, Aquarius. You're going to have to let me know, like I said, because this is a really beautiful reading. And so the message and advice from Spirit, Aquarius, is the Queen of Swords in the upright position. Now, the Queen of Swords, you know, she knows what she wants and she goes after it, and she cuts out anything that doesn't serve her for greatest, highest good. So with the Magician here and the Queen of Swords, I want to say, Aquarius, you really are standing in your truth, living in your truth, speaking in your truth. Okay, a very, very, very high gifted ascended master. You're very smart, you're very intelligent, you know what you want. For people, if you are dating a Queen of Swords, if you're dating an Aquarius female, maybe it's in her sun or moon, you are a very lucky person. Whether you date male or female, this female Aquarius is salt of the earth. She is the water bearer, okay, and she's keeping things to herself. And when she's ready to empty her bucket of beautiful, healing, cleansed, gorgeous water, she will when she feels the right time is to do so. So this is really beautiful, Aquarius. You are very blessed right now, and you're going into a very blessed time. It's very enchanted, and it's very magical, and it feels really good to the mind, body, and spirit. So I wish you a beautiful end of the month, and I will see you in June. So if you made it to the end of this reading and you like what I had to say, if you had not yet subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button. This way you can be notified of any new content that I post, okay? And also, like I said, please like, share, and comment, and I will see you next month.